Maybe if I flip levers for a long enough time, it'll produce a result. Oh, there are 2 doors here, and a window between them that suspiciously looks like open air. Okay, that kind of makes more sense now. Hello, people of Internet World. As you can see, we are continuing on the Turing test. I am playing as Ava Turing, and I'm going to be pressing new game. Nope, I'm going to be pressing continue. And sitting through the long loading screen. If you were not here last time, you would not know, but we are going through a bunch of Turing tests, which are here to keep somebody out, who will remain nameless, just because we do not know the name, but we think we know the name because we are paranoid. But yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes right after the intro. It's still going, guys. It's still loading. No, it's not! Welcome back! And we just came through there, we are going through there. And, yep, we're going to find our friends! Here we go, don't get startled by these things.
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead.
Oh no.
We are expecting to
pretty.
find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, because we saw in the last one that Chris... Nope, not Chris especially, but... I wonder, what's this red lever do? I forget I have to hold down the X button. That's a weird loop. Okay, just a minute, what am I trying to get to? I'm trying to get to there. I need 2. There. How do I open that? Well, we saw in the last one that there was this guy, and his name is, Mikhail, or something like that, and, they found something, and they don't know what it was, but Mikhail was unresponsive afterwards. Which is probably not a good thing. I mean,
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route.
Of course there's not.
The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
I wonder what that does. I'm assuming it powers that, which is flickering again, which is not a good sign. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of the game. Put this here, because I'm assuming I'm going to want to drop that there. Jolt, jolt, jolt. Come here. Being blasted with electromagnetic particles. But, you know, it's all fine, it's all good. Should do it. I was gonna have to jump to the platform. There we go. There we go.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables.
Okay.
It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here
Nice.
for their whole lifetimes.
Hypothetically, unless you introduce variables, such as, oh, I don't know, alien parasites and rogue AI, eh, Tom? But, you know, I shouldn't be so biased. I shouldn't be. But I am anyway, so what you gonna do? Okay. But, oh yeah, that opens it there. I need 3 for that one. Okay. If I fall down, is there any way of getting back up? Yes, there's a ladder. There's this thingy, which works that. That moves over there, so I can get it from there. Okay. How do I get over there? There's another thingy over there. But I'm just not sure how to get to it. I'll need to go to the other side there for doing that. Doesn't seem to be a thing there. So let's just go ahead and get that one. Oh! That was unexpected. Who knew? Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn my sound up just quickly. That should be better. Wait, can I shoot through this? Nope. Now, I pride myself on being able to solve these fairly quickly. But, you know, I'm that kind of person who automatically heckles when watching video games played that I have that I've actually played before, and I know how to solve them. And I found that in the editing process of this, I do the same thing to myself that I do to other gamers, which is nitpick, and, you know, I go through watching it and just say, "It's right there! You idiot! Why can't you see it? The solution, it's so obvious! Why? Why don't you see this? Why don't you see what I'm seeing? You've totally missed it. You could have solved it 50,000 times already." Does that do anything? Did it just change that light to purple? Or was it that way all the time? So, anyway. Just saying that, felt that way before, and I'm kind of relieved that I feel the same way. But then again, kind of not. Ooh, I get it. I'm supposed to go back into this chamber, get the thing from that, but that's also after I get that up. And I'm sure that's something really obvious that I'm just kind of sort of missing because I'm idiot. But I can't carry that up with me for some stupid reason. I've got that thing there. Which... oh. Learning from past mistakes. Ooh. These are getting more complicated and I like it. My suit's too thick! I can't! Gladys was right. Okay, there we go. Come down here. Here. I'm here to help. Come on. Drat you. Gonna make me do that. Okay, fine. thought that I was being so smart, clever, and stuff. Okay. Is that too far? I feel like that's too far. Yeah, that's gonna be too far. Ugh. That should be good. That should be right. It'll bounce there. Okay, so I can get across that. I need to wait until last to get that, so I can just go here, put that there. Can I get 2 at a time? I can get 2 at a time! Oh my goodness! I'm so tech savvy. There we go.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA.
Yeah, you sound like Hal.
I am the ISA's feet and hands.
Yeah, you're definitely Hal, okay.
The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
Okay, and the subtitle's down there. I thought he said ruining of the base. I'm like, yes you can, good sir. Ooh. Oh, I see. Oh, it's like a button from Portal 2. Y'all are probably tired of me saying that this is like Portal 2, but you know, I can't help it. It just automatically happens. And I can't take that. Can't take it down. Okay, let's see what happens when I do that. Does that get me up to the door? Okay, that gets me to the door. Stop being so jerky on me. A box! Is it filled with a box? Okay, that's easily a shooting distance. Should I need to come up here again? Okay. It's probably another one of those tutorial chambers, because that was pretty easy. Whoopsie, I need that there so that I can get that here. Because we need to do this sequentially, people. Okay, there we go. Open. It's good. That's great. I can do this. I'm a smart human being who is definitely not in league with the rogue AI. And leading him straight to the other people. Ooh, I can shoot through that. I'm glad I noticed that straight off, or else I would have been bugged for so long. Wait, I can take 2 at a time. Because I have a triangle.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here?
Yeah.
When they can't communicate with us?
Yeah.
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Okay, I'll probably better understand that later. Just close the door. That does that. That does that. Switch that over. which closes that. We're wrong. Maybe if I flip levers for a long enough time, it'll produce a result. Oh, there are 2 doors here, and a window between them that suspiciously looks like open air. Okay, that kind of makes more sense now. Okay, I'm just gonna keep that open now. Just for right now, at this time period, at this juncture in my life. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that open. Let's jump here. Well, this time, this place, gonna put that there. It's a labyrinthine, labyrinthadoodle. What is that, and how do I get in there? There is something shiny. Oh, I have to get in through there. Then which is the outdoor? That's the outdoor. What kind of thing do I need to put in there? Is it one of those? Yeah, okay. So one of those works. Okay, so just need to get 2 of the power balls. Yes, there is a dirty joke there, and no, I don't want to elaborate. Okay, so in order to get to that one, I need to get that one, which seems weird. Oh, because those are box-shaped, and those are... Oh, so those only take the power balls, and these only take the square cubes. Oh, okay, alright, I can work with that. Why am I going this way when I can just boing bong right off the edge here? I do not know. I wish I had a gravity gun. Just gonna say that. I wish I had a gravity gun. Okay. Because I will definitely need to keep these doors open. Okay, so those also work in those, but the boxes definitely don't work in those. So... I need 2 of these to open that. Do I need both box and that? And to... I'm trying to figure out the progressions. A lot of guys' brains have to work sequentially, and mine really don't. Okay, let's try and get this out of here first. Just so that we can put this whole thing behind us, eh? Good. That sounds great. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Okay, so now I've got 2 boxes. Only one thingy. So I need to get this thingy out of that thingy. Wait. Do I have a clear shot at it from up there, or do I need to take it now? I'm gonna take it now. Because I can always put it on that thing. Give me a shot, give me a shot. There we go. Sorry. Idiot moment, because I just realized that I need 2 of those, and since both of those are helping me to get up here, I feel like I just missed something that's probably important. Did I? See, this is the part where I start apologizing to my future self, because I'm acting like an idiot, and it's probably very, very simple. Or maybe it's not very simple, in which case, well... I just need to cut myself a slack burger with cheese. That's... Anybody else ever think of slack being a cake? Like when they say cut me some slack? I know what it actually means, but... Oh, doy. I always pictured slack like a cake when they say cut you some slack. You're just supposed to cut them a nice chocolatey piece of slack. And then when they say slack burger with cheese, it just kind of throws me for a loop. Why would you want a piece of cake with cheese on it? Hello. Okay. So we got that done. Got that done. And I'm putting it in there for the next person. Which might just be an alien organism. Back in here again? This is a new restricted area. Do they all... Oh! I thought it was a light bridge. I thought it was a light bridge. I thought it was a light bridge. I thought that it would be solid for me to pass on to.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself.
Ooh. This will be cool. I mean, a little tedious, but... Get myself those. Alright, that was too easy. I want to go back and see if I can solve the restricted section. I know I can't bring that. Why are you leaping at me? And how can I get you to... Am I too heavy for you? Is that it? Whenever I jump near it, It does that. Oh, motion activated. I'm on it. On it. Inch my way across this. Please do not dump. Do not dump me. How fast can I move? Before you dump. Please don't be mean. I don't want to be dumped. Oh, it almost dumped me! Oh, safe, safe, safe. Yes! It paid off! In the security area. Oh, achievement unlocked. A polite conversation. What does that even mean? Shall we have a polite conversation? Okay, I think you're a robot. I'm simply not convinced you are a human. I think you might be a robot. Makes sense. It's definitely a robot. So it says that it's a robot. Why are you calling him annoying, Ava? Come on, he's not... Does that mean that I could have gotten into the other restricted area? I probably could have. Blast. You have failed the Turing test. You are a robot. Control. What? I'm a drone? I am not in control. I'm controlled by I have no free will. What am I doing? I can't do anything. I'm literally trying, if you can hear this little clicking sound. Me out. I'm a machine. What? I have no control. See, I'm trying to press the back button. Let's just escape. Goodbye, robot. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, now I really want to get into the other restricted section and see what I missed. I know, stop bleeping at me. I know, I'm moving. Why does what I did in there make it say that I'm a robot? Oh my goodness, what did I do? Gotta think about this. Okay, bear with me, just a minute. Whatever keys I press, it makes no difference. It just makes me say that I'm a robot. Can't escape. Can't make a difference. I woke up from the stasis pod. Tom's leaning over me. I can't figure it out yet. I don't have enough pieces. I'm not sure.
Have you heard of the Turing test, Ava?
Yes.
It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human.
What?
In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
Does that mean that... it's with a... Is that saying that a... Is that saying that a robot is not able of giving a polite conversation? I might be an android. These could be tests trying to have me see if I am an android or not. I can't go down there, otherwise I won't be able to get back to this area. Okay, my mind is buzzing right now. Why aren't you letting that through? That's just mean. Because they might be trying to block me out. They might be trying to determine if I am... Okay, that looked like a human standing right there with a little head atop his body right there, and that startled me. My eyes are starting to play tricks on me, because now I'm not sure if I'm human or if I am an android that thinks that it's human. Okay. What does that go to? Oh, is that so? I guess. No, but I don't want to go that way. Do I? I don't know what I'm doing. Really sure what exactly I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of sort of trying to solve this puzzle myself. Why do I even need the bridges? I've got stairs. Okay, that solved it. Oh, that's why I need the bridge. Well. Okay, yes, that solved it. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. I can climb with this, but I can't climb with the cube, which is stupid, because it's a teeny tiny little cube. It's not even the size of a companion cube. I should be able to, like, tuck it right underneath my arm. That'll make it work. Tom could be just fine. I could be the rogue AI.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
No.
Imagine you are in a room.
Not difficult.
In this room you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall.
Okay.
Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese.
Ooh, good. That one has a timer now. I tend to be fairly good at timing puzzles. I'm gonna need to rush back for that, I know.
In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
I don't know what that little button at the bottom is supposed to mean. I'm assuming it means push down on these, but nothing's happening. Nothing. What? No, no, no! Ah! So close. I almost made it. I need to be a bit quicker on the draw. So I definitely do need side. Oh, that's what it's saying. Hold down on the button to sprint. Okay. That was actually very helpful information. Thank you. So, after that, it's telling me to sprint probably means that something dangerous might be coming up. There we go. Okay, so Chinese room. Just a minute. Take another moment to process. So, Ava is asking what if she doesn't know. Alright, what if so it's basically asking about the ability to deceive. Meaning, Ava's way to deceive the other person. I'm figuring it out in my head, so if it sounds weird to you guys, me giving you little snippets of stuff, probably sounds very weird. Probably going to be very annoyed with myself later, but now I'm figuring it out.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
Was that a threat? Oh dear, Tom, was that a threat? Do I need to sprint through and not get hit by the balls? Because that seems... Maybe I can just walk through it. I can just stand in the middle of it, let it ricochet against my body, and it don't make no difference, because I am impervious to everything. Apparently. Now I really want to play through Chapter 1 again. Something is blocking the stream from getting through. What is blocking? Oh, I just need to open that grill. Okay. But I can only open one grill at a time, it seems. Why does this look like a jungle gym? Did it just go through the other one, or did it stop? No, it just stopped. Okay. Is there nothing I can do in here? It's just showing me how it operates? Okay, that's fine. That's okay. It's good. It's fine. Why would I care? So that automatically seals it. What is through there, I wonder? Oh. That could be useful. Does that open that door? Why? That opens that door. Now, I need to be in shooting distance. I think that that's in shooting distance. I don't think that I need to switch those around. Just let that laser top off my head. Oh, this is a pretty shade of blue, and look at all the dancing lens flares. Wow! J.J. Abrams would be squealing and wetting his pants at this point. Finally a director after my own heart. I put my gun away.
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
How do you know they're just not all asleep? Captain Daniel McLean. Hello? Danny? He's got lots of pictures in his. Looks broken. Turing test. So what if the tests that I've gotten... Not mine. I'm starting to wonder. Notice. I do not see the need for so many cameras. Tom's presence everywhere is slightly oppressive. I understand the need for transparency, but why is he in the toilets? Good point. Okay. WC, there was one... Okay, now I'm starting to think, why do I do that with my hands when I'm walking? It's kind of strange. But, wait. Just let me think. There was one thing that was... There was one sleep chamber that was out. What if that was for me? And not for the act... The one that I woke up in was not for the actual Ava Turing. Like it was for the original. Ugh. My mind is being blown here, people. Dr. Sarah Brooke. Where's McLean? Oh, Chris. This boy does not make his bed. Tom, touch OS. Ooh, there's something I can interact with. Why are these so tough? Ooh, blue and orange. You know what that means? Broncos. Or portals. You know. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, except that he's either having trouble sleeping, or he has some trouble with stuff. Drilling reports. Uh-oh. It's not a good sign. Oh, it's a geode. I'm like, is that a sleeping mask? Why can't I pick this up? I could whack something in the head with it. Oh, or just the wall. Bonk. Bonk. Chris McLean. International Space Agency. Ashiyama Industries. He makes his bed very messily. Does it because he cares. He's a sports boy. For either California or Canada. The word says should stand for California, but Maple Leaf says okay, I assumed that the other Lane, Daniel, is his father. Might not be. Might be his brother. Say cookbook. Sarah Brooke likes to cook. Bunches of them. Telemeters. Biology by Clark Bruce. I need to remember to look in the... Okay, so she's probably a biologist. Possibly a photographer. Don't touch OS. Oh, it's a camera! She's a photographer! She's very prestigious. Dear Tom, knowing that you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you are no longer inside... As you no longer reside in my mind. Oh, she's probably a roboticist. Okay. Decided to transfer my thoughts to text. I want to do so in the form of a history lesson. A lesson that perhaps you'll find condescending, but it's likely more for my sake than yours. Alan Turing is considered the father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser known part of his life is his relation to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interests lay in these two disparate fields? I assume it's because you believe the world to be logical and understandable. Constitution. The great complexity of the universe could be explained with some rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems inside the academic world. This work is cited more than his work on computers. It can generally be formalized as one-line equation. Which is that, which does not make any sense to me. I'm no mathematician, however, in plain English, this equation describes things that wish to diffuse, however, also react with each other during this process. I'm sure this sounds strange to you, or at least tangential to our lives here on Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction diffusion systems show how patterns are created. They show how the leopard got its spots, how the zebra got its stripes. My real interest here is Turing's interest, that nature can be formalized, that we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Turing created the test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? To prove that the human mind is a machine. I'm not sure that is Turing's opinion, however. Concerning consciousness, he states this. According to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world, but of course no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. If the human mind exists within the physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanics of determinism, creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think, of behaviorism. Maybe we're more similar than we think. So I know this episode is running long, but I'm assuming that as soon as I go through that door down at the end, I will be done with this episode, so I'm going to keep exploring for as long as I had this. Who is this room? Oh, Mikhail. He's the one who went all weird. And yes, this is the way that he's going down in history. He also has these, so I'm assuming that they are sleep drops. Nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I'm concerned. An instance of mass hysteria, vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I am reporting to the ISA. I reported the nauseous incident to the ISA. Oh, stop doing that. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I am going to experiment with some shock therapy. I've discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. I've contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. We have implants? That is so good. The ISA have reported back informing me I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. And something that looks like Russian? I'm continuing to investigate. I've been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He had been acting differently around me, like an offended child, increasingly nauseous. His implants seem to have neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. I've established a definite correlation against my knowledge. I've been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I use my opportunities and regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation, more Russian. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I'm going to attempt an excision. I'm going to remove this implant. Oh dear. I am typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I have successfully removed the implant. Fortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom was very angry. The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently, I am a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. What organism? Is there... There doesn't seem to be... What organism are you talking about? Dan informed me ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am in danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. I discovered the nature of the implant. It's a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning, eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and I didn't know that dysphoria was a word, when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. It seems to interface crudely with motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It's my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. That is their strong aversion to helping me. I need a method of suppressing its impact. Perhaps a drug, riluzole, maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects. Combined with a strong electromagnetic field, I could use one of the industrial electromagnetics from the construction robots. I managed to get Chris on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It will be more difficult, one-handed, but I must persevere. I'm hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he will still be listening. Okay, that explains why they both have the same things in their room. He also has one of those. Oh my goodness, so I was right to distrust Tom. Please. So he is the doctor of this place. One-handed doctor. You've seen Doctor. It goes right back. What does that say? Morphine. Great. Alright. Now, into Yui, whose room is also bunched up. Rubik's Cube. Bonsai. And a cup. An unwritten diary. Picture of the Earth. Where is the engine sound coming from? There's an engine sound. Alright, you're supposed to use both of them at the same time, bucko. Eva doesn't quite grasp the concept of music. So what have you found? Found an extremophilia, i.e. an organism that can live in extreme conditions that survives massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the virus uses to repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive in what's called a symbiotic relationship. I know what it is. What's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but that ability is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we can harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, which is known as senescence, I think. So, you've found something that can make humans immortal? Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage. It would not save you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc. But it could potentially cure cancers and many genetic diseases, and massively increase life expectancy. End of correspondence. So that's what they found. They found something. They found an extremophile on that planet. What? It says it scavenges DNA from other organisms. What other organisms live in that area that they can just do that with? I don't get that. Alright, going over. Oh, it's a wedding ring. Hi Matthew. We've been studying organism 119. So maybe they found some other ones there. Other organisms? I don't know. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show pilus formation. We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell line with organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments with flow cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the SEM image. Kind regards, Soichi, Europa field astrobiologist. Hey, it was great to see this image. Wow, yet more complex life on Europa. So, yeah, there is more complex life than just that, so that makes sense. Might be worth looking at, as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. Similarly, you should consider looking at blah 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 and blah 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 produces pili in response to radiation and uses them to transfer DNA. Perhaps your organism uses a similar mechanism? Have you considered that organism 119 is transferring or scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? I read them in the wrong order. As you're well known in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 SV per day, over 300,000 times the level on Earth. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, period. That said, the radiation beneath their macular is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Matthew Layton. He's not in their party. Hi Matthew, we have attached an image confirming that organism 119 attaches to human cells. Well, isn't that great? We will proceed with irradiation experiments on those cell lines. We propose naming organism 119 Europa Rheophilus. What do you think? I would call it Phil. Attachment from same person. Hi Matthew, we have now run the radiation experiments and we can confirm that E. Radiopolis does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached. We assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We tagged various DNA repair enzymes with GFP and have found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. See attached GFP files. Hi, so something's amiss. We don't know what's performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how E. Radiopolis could repair DNA. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship with E. Radiopolis, perhaps a virus? Ran a PCR. The human cells exposed that to see if there were a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus we have named unknown Europa virus. That's a name that I can get behind. That's a good one. Gel electrophoresis. Image attached. This is phenomenal. You need to sequence this. We finished sequence it. Data attached. Is a virus unlike any we've ever seen. Maybe we can have found a cure for senescence, a form of biological immortality. We are running some long-term tests on plants and mice to see the effects. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We are going on to human testing. Well, ain't that great? We are going to use ourselves as subjects. It's the only way to accelerate progress. Okay, I am on the case. I am... She has a shovel? Why do you have a shovel, lady? What is that? Oh, it's a thingy. It's a thingy for looking at little thingies. Microscope. It's called a microscope. I'm assuming that this is the end, so just check back. Can't look at that. I can't do anything with that. I got turned around. Thought it was going the right way. Not. So they found something. They found an organism that was able to patch in their DNA, and after he found that, he found they got blasted with something, and they have implants in their brains, and the implants, I'm not sure exactly what the implants are supposed to do, but they seem to be mind control devices, and Tom seems to be trying to keep that away from them, and the ISA is trying to keep that away from them, which makes it seem like Tom is like Hal, and they are trying to keep information away from the scientists who are actually in the project. That is so cool! I am finding so much about everything, and I might be a robot, which makes sense because I cannot see my feet, although I can see my hands, which means that I'm a decapitated drone. That one of the answers. I'm a drone. I don't want to stop playing. I want to keep playing, but I've been playing for over an hour now, so I should probably go right through these doors and put you all out of your misery. I have finished Chapter 2, and yep, that is all that I have to say for right now. So, thank you all so much for watching me play this. I had a blast. I am finding so much out about this, and I so want to go back and see if I can open that other restricted area. I so want to look at that now. So if you all enjoyed watching this, tell me in the comment section below. I enjoyed playing this myself and figuring out everything. Thank you so much for those of you who suggested this game to me, because I am having a blast. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, watch my other videos, and until we meet again, I will see you around the internet. Bye!